What's up, Scoopster Nation? We're kicking things off with a shocking incident in Kushtia, where miscreants have vandalized idols at a temple of goddess Kali, right in the middle of preparations for Durga Puja. This brazen attack has sent ripples of fear through the community, and we've got the details on what happened. Next up, we're heading to the football pitch, where Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim is facing immense scrutiny after a dismal derby defeat. Despite the pressure and the team's struggles, Amorim is standing firm on his tactics, but is he pushing his luck too far? Then, we're celebrating a moment of pure class. At 40 years old, the timeless Luka Modric has scored his very first goal for AC Milan, and it was a match winner. We'll break down that incredible strike and what it means for his legendary career. And finally, in Faridpur, a massive police case has been filed against 240 people following widespread road blockades that have paralyzed the region. We'll explain why these protests erupted and the impact they're having. Stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss a single scoop. Shockwaves in Kushtia. Temple idols vandalized amidst Durga Puja preparations. This is a developing story that has sent shockwaves through the community of Mirpur Upazila in Kushtia. Just as preparations were underway for Durga Puja, the biggest festival for Hindus in Bangladesh, a temple of goddess Kali was brutally vandalized. Miscreants targeted the Shwarupta Palpara Sri Sri Raksha Kali temple, causing significant damage to two idols. The attackers specifically broke the hands and neck of the Kartik idol and the hands and crown of the Saraswati idol. This wasn't just random destruction. It was a targeted attack designed to instill fear and disrupt the festive atmosphere. Adding to the violation, the vandals also managed to steal a security camera and its memory card, likely to cover their tracks. Authorities suspect the incident occurred on Sunday night, between 8:00 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. The temple committee member, Badal Kumar Day, expressed deep concern, stating that this incident has thrown them into panic. Kushtia's deputy commissioner, Abu Hasnat Mohammed Arifin, has visited the temple and promised a thorough investigation and legal action. While no arrests have been made yet, police have deployed Ansar members and are actively working to identify the perpetrators. The theft of the security camera, however, complicates the investigation, leaving many questions unanswered. The community is reeling from this act of religious intolerance, especially with the festival so close. The incident has sparked widespread condemnation and calls for swift justice. Don't go anywhere, because the drama is just heating up. Next, we're diving into the high-stakes world of football, where a legendary player is making headlines for all the right reasons, but his club is in turmoil. Amorim's unwavering stance amidst Manchester United's crisis. Manchester United is in a tailspin, and manager Ruben Amorim is feeling the heat after a humiliating 3-0 derby defeat to Manchester City. With only 4 points from their opening 4 Premier League games and an embarrassing League Cup exit to fourth-tier Grimsby, the Red Devils are languishing, and their recent record under Amorim, who took charge in November last year, is grim, with just 8 wins in 31 Premier League games. Yet, despite this dismal performance, Amorim is refusing to budge on his preferred 3-4-3 formation and tactics. Amorim declared, "I'm not going to change. When I want to change my philosophy, I will change. If not, you have to change the players." He acknowledges the poor record, stating, "It's not a record that you should have in Manchester United." The Portuguese manager insists he is suffering more than them, the fans, and is committed to giving his all for the club. Despite significant investment, including a £200 million outlay on new forwards, results have been scarce. The team has scored a paltry 4 goals in the league, with 2 being own goals and 1 a penalty. New signings like Matthias Cunha are injured, and the expensive striker Benjamin Sesko looked ineffectual in his first start. While the club hierarchy has so far backed Amorim, the clock is ticking for the 40-year-old to turn things around. The derby loss, however, has given rivals Manchester City a much-needed boost, with Pep Guardiola hoping the win can be a catalyst for their season, despite their own recent struggles. Fans are growing increasingly frustrated with the lack of progress and the manager's rigid approach, questioning if the team can ever recover its former glory under his leadership. But it's not all doom and gloom in the world of football. A true legend is proving that age is just a number, and he's making an immediate impact at his new club. Timeless Modric, 40 and fabulous with a match-winning Milan debut goal. Age is truly just a number for Luka Modric. Celebrating his 40th birthday, the legendary midfielder has scored his very first goal for AC Milan, and it was the decisive strike in their 1-0 victory over Bologna. Modric showcased his enduring class, initiating a flowing move from midfield before expertly finishing Alexis Salemiker's low cross with a sublime first-time shot. "I hope next time someone won't remind me of my age anymore," joked Modric after the match, clearly delighted with his contribution. He praised the team's effort and believes they will only grow stronger game by game. This goal marks a significant moment for the 6-time Champions League winner, who joined Milan as a free agent after a glittering 13-year spell at Real Madrid. The match, however, wasn't without its drama. Coach Massimiliano Allegri was sent off for his furious reaction to a disallowed late penalty, a decision that sparked a touchline meltdown. New signing Christopher Nkunku also had a moment of controversy when he went down in the box, but the penalty call was eventually overturned after VAR review. While Modric and Adrian Rabiot impressed in midfield, the win was marred by an injury to goalkeeper Mike Maignan, who is expected to miss the next match. Meanwhile, in other Serie A news, Ademola Lookman is facing an uncertain future at Atalanta, having been frozen out by coach Ivan Juric after a failed summer transfer attempt. Modric's goal has revitalized Milan's home campaign and brought a spark of joy to the fans, proving that his talent remains undimmed. From the triumphs on the football field to serious unrest on the streets, our next story takes us to Faridpur, where a massive police case has been filed over widespread protests. Faridpur Blockade sparks case against 240 amidst political tensions. Chaos and disruption have gripped Banga Upazila in Faridpur, as police have filed a case against 240 individuals, including 90 named suspects and 150 unnamed others, in connection with extensive road blockades. The protests erupted over the redemarcation of parliamentary seats, causing significant public suffering and paralyzing transportation across 21 southern districts. The case, filed under the Speedy Trial Act, names Siddiq Mia, chairman of Algi Union Parishad and a chief coordinator of the movement, as the prime accused. He was arrested shortly before the case was filed. Hamidi Union Parishad chairman MD Kakan Mia is listed as the second accused. According to the case statement, Siddiq Mia led demonstrations on September 11, where protesters allegedly felled trees, set tires ablaze, and created panic by blocking the Dhaka-Khulna highway. When police attempted to intervene, the situation escalated, with protesters reportedly turning aggressive before fleeing. The unrest stems from an election commission Gazette notification on August 4, which reallocated Algi and Hamidi unions from the Faridpur 4 constituency to the neighboring Faridpur 2 constituency. This decision has led to multiple demonstrations, including blockades on highways and rail routes, severely impacting daily life and commerce. Protesters have announced further blockades, intensifying the standoff. This ongoing situation highlights the deep divisions and frustrations within the community, with commuters bearing the brunt of the political impasse. And that wraps up our top stories for today. But don't go anywhere, we've got a lightning round recap and a full call to action coming up next. And that's a wrap on today's Scoopster rundown. We saw shocking vandalism at a temple in Kushtia, manager Ruben Amorim standing firm amid Manchester United's struggles, the timeless Luka Modric scoring his first goal for AC Milan at 40, and a massive police case filed in Faridpur over disruptive road blockades. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Scoopster for more daily updates, hit that notification bell so you never miss a story, and drop a comment below to let us know your thoughts on today's news. You can also follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time with more scoops.